And now it's time for something seriously unimportant with your hosts, Anthony, Maggie, Jimmy, and Carter.
What is going on, everyone?
Hello.
Holy shit, it's good to be back.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a minute, man.
Yeah, it's been way too long, honestly. It's like going from literally seeing each other, like you said, 3 times a week, if not 4 or 5, to absolutely nothing.
Well, no, it's more like 4 or 5
but
usually because we do Monday meeting, and then we do 2 recordings during the week, then we hang out during the weekends, 1 or 2 times during the weekends too. It's a lot. I haven't seen you guys in a while. Mag, I've seen probably you more than anyone here.
Yeah.
I should have got a fucking restraining order while I could have.
How have you been?
Me or Maggie?
No, you. What have you been up to?
I've been up to roofing, actually. That's it. That's all I've been doing is fucking working hard at work and going home and sleeping, which is honestly a good thing. So.
Sounds fun.
Eh.
What about you, Maggie?
More importantly,
I've been really good. I got a new job. Been
You
trying
have
to
a
keep
job?
busy, yeah.
Dude, being responsible sucks.
Yeah.
I kind of hate adulting on like the worst levels, and I'm really hope I'm done in like the next 12 years.
I want to go back to drugs and buttholes.
Ew.
Can you just pay off my house so I don't ever have to adult
Yeah, sure.
again?
Let me just get out my wallet.
All right, cool. Your checkbook?
Gotcha.
Let's do it.
I want to say welcome back to all the fans out there as well. Sorry we took so long getting back together.
Yes.
But we really did miss you guys as much as we missed, hanging out with each other and doing this. And, if you're glad to see us back, just go down there, hit that like button for us. Let us know that you appreciate us coming back. If you're brand new to the channel, maybe hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. Eating cookies and dropping shit and
Eating cookies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carter,
Come around to America's #1 show where you're serious and we're unimportant.
There you go, buddy. I loved that. All right, cool.
Yeah, that was good. That was
All
really
right,
good.
I'm done, guys.
Yeah, so, all right.
All right, let's get into this cookie.
We have a very special guest today.
Very special guest.
Very special guest. We got Troy
It's
Hendrickson.
kind of
Thank
special.
you. No, it's super special, Carter.
Super
Super
special.
special. We got Troy Hendrickson, everybody. How you doing? A.K.A. Aunt Mary Pat.
Hey.
What's going on, man?
Chilling, killing,
Yeah,
cruising
dude.
for a bruising, all that good stuff.
So, tell us, what you've been doing lately. I know you have a lot of shit coming up, right?
Yes. So just finally getting back to shows after COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, that
as
must
Aunt
have
Mary
been
Pat
hell on
would
you,
say.
huh?
So yeah, I mean, entertainment's not a hot commodity when you're going through a global pandemic. So got put on the back burner.
Honestly, though, that's crazy. The crazy part is that it is, though, and I think it should be recognized as it, honestly, because without entertainment, I wouldn't have made it through
Oh,
this
yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
COVID
I guess I
crap.
should say like live
You know?
entertainment.
Yeah,
you know?
live.
I
No, I
love
totally,
the
I
videos.
agree with what you're saying. I'm just
But-
saying, like, people need to start recognizing it as, like, it's not just a fun job that people get to have.
Oh,
It's like
100%.
a fucking, we need that shit.
And you know what's it's funny for me, like I used to watch those like financial shows like Susie Orman and like people who were like in debt, like how to get out of debt, and like they always say put aside money for entertainment because people need entertainment.
Yep.
And like even financial advisors say that, so it's like good for your mental health. It's good for all that shit. So
100%.
it's good for me too. And I didn't realize how much I needed to do my job until I started doing it again. And now we're getting back out there. We're on the road. We're traveling around, doing all that good shit. So it's nice. It's nice to be able to do my job.
Yeah.
Good
Hell
stuff.
yeah. I remember my first concert after the whole COVID thing,
Yeah, man.
like, just felt liberating. Like, I was even emotional during it. Like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how much I missed being out with all people
Concerts
in the
were
world
weird.
again. Yeah.
I went to Atlantis Morset in
Banger.
Camden.
How was
and
that?
It was amazing. It was an outdoor venue, so it felt good. But like to see so many people in one space, like enjoying
Yep.
music again, was just like
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
being a kid in Disney World, like a kid on Christmas. It was so weird,
Yep. I
like
agree.
so amazing.
Yeah, it's like, it felt like it was, a year and a half
At
COVID
least.
lasted before everything really went back to sort of
Yeah,
normal. We
I-
can't even
we
call
can't
it
say
normal
that.
yet.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I
scared
mean?
to
New
call it
normal.
Yeah.
We got
Where
so
we-
bored, we bought a shit ton of fucking equipment and decided we were going to do a podcast.
Not knowing we'd have to have a mask
Yeah.
glued to our face for the rest
Right.
of our lives.
Right.
But yeah, I remember. Yeah, dude, concerts coming back. You doing your live shows. It must feel great. You know what I mean? Getting back out there with your fans. And you have a upcoming tour coming up, right?
Yeah, so we have this will be our 5th year. This is the 5th annual Merry Friggin' Christmas tour. MARY.
Fifth annual. Cool, man.
But yeah, like holiday times are such a huge time for Aunt Mary Pat. So like doing all these live shows, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's all right. Like I said,
It was just Siri.
everybody else is serious. We're unimportant. You get all the phone calls you need.
No,
He said he was busy, man.
yeah, very busy. No, we're doing 5 states this holiday tour between
Nice,
November and
man.
December. Florida, Maryland, PA, Jersey, Delaware, and going to these all these fun places and getting to see people and of course like just like sharing the laughter, man. Like I mean, holidays are stressful enough.
Oh, yeah.
People need to take time out just to decompress and relax and laugh at the ridiculousness of how seriously we take this time of year.
Yep.
Yeah. And so is it just your Aunt Mary Pat persona, or do you have other personas? Do you have other things you do during your comedy shows?
For Aunt Mary Pat, I just do that character, but I do
Okay.
do other things. I do parodies. Honestly, like during like the lockdown, it was like such a creative time for me because there was so much shit. Like the Tiger King alone, I did like 3 parody videos that like, kind of went viral.
Dude,
It was
Joe
just, like,
Exotic is my Jesus.
oh my god, it was a plethora of like just like shit. Like
Yep.
it was amazing.
Yes.
I will eternally be grateful for Joe Exotic and the Tiger
Same,
King.
dude.
Dude, the
Same.
Tiger King, that had come out just when I started losing my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
When everybody was like, I think I was quarantined for like what felt like fucking 5 weeks when that came out, and that was, I only watched the first couple episodes still to this day. I do
Really?
need to catch up on it.
Terrible.
And wanted to crucify me back then.
I was Joe Exotic for Halloween.
It was great. His girlfirm was a tiger. Motherfucker!
Yeah. Yo, I fucking love that.
But
dude.
he is a character, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was great. It was, just trying to incorporate different characters. I hire other people out. Like so, Aunt Mary Pat has like a whole family of characters that I include in the comedy shows. So like her mother, her daughter, her cousin Cheyenne, her husband Larry. So I incorporate all these different characters throughout the course of the live show.
Nice, man. So it's just you up there doing all these different, it's like a one-man show?
Yeah, so like I would say it's more like a variety show. Like I mean, my inspiration is Sarah Silverman, because
Great comic.
Yeah, amazing. Like I mean, and her shows are so good with incorporating like music and comedy and like little pre-recorded bits and stuff like that. And like that really is what inspired my live shows. So that it's kind of like I would say more of a variety show than like a traditional stand-up comedy show.
That's really cool.
You
It
know?
is.
Yeah, man. I never actually got to see you live. I know a lot of my
Yeah,
friends. A lot of my friends always rave about your shows. How funny they are. Like my friend Donna and our friend Mary. They're obsessed with you, man. They wanted to come in and sit on the show and meet you and stuff.
Yeah.
But they love you. They say you're great. Aunt Mary Pat. You know what I mean?
He is great.
It's funny,
Thank
man.
you.
It's very funny. So. Just getting back, how is it getting back? Is it hard? Are you getting, how is it with the post pandemic?
Yeah.
Are the
Post-pandemic
crowds
depression.
Yeah, are the crowds still the same? Are you getting
It's
more
actually-
people or less people?
It's funny because I think people are more hesitant to buy tickets ahead of time because of how many things have got postponed and canceled because
Yeah.
of COVID.
Oh, 100%.
So we see like
dude.
a last minute surge. So we'll sell like 20% of our tickets in advance, and then like a day or two ahead of time, it's like sell out in that short of span of time.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I think people are more last minute now for a lot of things, which is like cool. But as a producer or a planner, you're probably
It
like
sucks,
losing your
yeah.
fucking mind. I could,
I'd be fucking pulling my beard hair out like, where's the money?
Where the fuck are the people?
I'd be panicking.
I mean, it really doesn't make me that nervous unless like we're traveling out of town. Like I did a show in Nashville recently, and it was my first show in Tennessee. So like we had sold like a decent amount of tickets, but we didn't sell out. And I was like,
Yeah, you usually always sell out.
Am I losing money on this trip? But we ended up selling out, and it was great.
Yeah.
But like, it's that last minute mentality now, and I don't blame anyone because people are just so over like tickets they bought 2 years ago still not even happening yet because
I'm definitely one of those people.
Yeah, shit has been postponed, and I get it. I've been there too. Like, I bought tickets for Melissa Etheridge. And
I love Melissa
yeah,
Etheridge.
me too. I bought them in 2019, and the show is now happening in October.
Wow.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah, right. Hopefully.
Wow, 2019.
That's
crazy.
man.
It's crazy to think that 2019 was that long ago. Feels
that
like it was
long
like-
ago, and also our last normal year.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's I mean, like the whole pandemic, like it felt like almost a vacation, and that's kind of what it feels like.
What?
It
Yeah.
did for me at
Were
first.
we at the same
The first
pandemic?
2 weeks.
But still, like it feels like getting off vacation because now we have to go back to work and we have to adult and we have to do all these things,
Well, yeah,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
Fair
So
enough.
it's like that feeling of when you're on vacation for a week, you come back, you're like, fuck, you know
Like
what I
getting
mean?
your
Like
momentum
that's,
back.
Yeah, like that's kind of what
Yeah.
it feels like
I
now.
understand.
Can't
Because
argue
the
with that.
world like decided to take a year off, and
Yeah.
now here we are. Everybody's got to go back to work, and it's like, who wants to do shit? So yeah, I'd be like,
Oh shit.
Now's
So-
the time though that people need to start doing shit.
Yeah, I was getting a
We
little
need to
stir
get
crazy.
off our asses and start doing new shit. Start
Yeah.
coming up with new
Besides
things.
making podcasts,
Well, yeah.
because this is all pandemic.
well, I
this
mean,
podcast.
OnlyFans stopped doing porn, so
No, they
all the servers, all
took
like
it back.
the restaurants should
Yeah.
get their
Did
shit.
they take
right?
it back?
Yeah.
Wow, they took it back.
They'd be
You can pop your
stupid
pussy
if
on
they-
OnlyFans again.
Oh no way! And
Like,
here I hear I thought fucking Longhorn Steakhouse was finally gonna get a full complement of servers.
That's crazy.
So, just to let everybody know, Maggie, her headset is a little fucked up right now, and I can't stop looking at it. But we're
Kinda
gonna
looks
The
use
like
it
last
dog
the
ear.
last person to use her headset was Sloth.
Yeah.
by our next show. The headset, we're gonna have a good headset. So, Troy, Aunt Mary Pat. Let's get Aunt Mary
Yeehaw.
Pat out of the way. I want to know. Can you do some Aunt Mary Pat for us?
No. I clocked out of the Acme already. Stop.
So, where did Aunt Mary Pat? Where did that persona come from?
Honestly, it was just me being a dick, making fun of my mom. That's what it boils down
That's
to.
the best right there.
Yeah. I just put it on my personal Facebook page, like making fun of my mom, and then people were like, "Oh, can I share this? Can you make it public?" And I was like, "Sure," like whatever. And then it just like grew from there. Like,
That's so funny.
So, were you already doing stand up before Aunt Mary Pat, or
no.
No,
So I
okay.
was doing video, like parody videos and stuff
Okay,
like that.
all right.
I had done drag. I had done a lot of different like comedy, but I'd never done stand up before. Stand up, I was kind of like bullied into, so I had signed up for this fundraiser, and it was a stand up event, and I was like, I don't do stand up. And she's like, okay, cool, just come out. And then I went onto the stage. She's like, oh, it's time for your stand up. I was like, I don't do stand up. She's like, just do like 15 minutes. And I was like,
I'd be freaking out.
That's
15
crazy.
minutes of what?
I was like, 15 minutes in comedy is a long fucking
Yeah.
time.
Very long time.
So that-
Especially if you're sinking, that could be
I can
like
imagine
2
a
hours.
bad karaoke song takes a long time.
Right,
I love
right.
that.
did you sing?
Yeah, how'd it go?
No, it actually went really well, and I was just
Okay.
like, just doing like Aunt Mary Pat one-liners and stories and stuff, and then I had just been doing like appearances before that. It was like Barney the Dinosaur, I would go to birthday parties and bar mitzvahs and shit, and like, say hi to kids and families and stuff. And then I was like, I know if I want and have to keep this going, it has to turn into a show or something like that. People would pay money to see.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people would lose interest. It wouldn't be interesting anymore. So we developed the live show from there, and then I started doing like stand up and variety and like musical comedy and stuff like that. So
That's awesome.
luckily it it worked out well. Knock on the couch.
So your mom I know you based Aunt Mary Pat off of her. Does she have that exaggerated accent? your
Yeah,
mom?
so like my mom does not smoke, but because her voice is like so raspy from like she only has one like level and it's yell. So she just like screams at all times. So she has like a rasp to her voice, so people just assume that she's a smoker. And they always assume that she was Italian because she talks with her hands and is very like vocal and stuff like that. So like her like misconceptions is what created the character. Like
Yeah.
my mom
That's
doesn't
so
smoke,
cool.
but Aunt Mary Pat's a smoker. My mom's not Italian, but Aunt Mary Pat's Italian. That kind
See,
of
I
thing.
love how intricate that is. Like, and with the stories in the show where, like, her mother and her daughter and
Yeah.
her cousins and they came from like skits and now they're characters and
A
played
whole
by other
family.
people. Yeah,
it's
so
very
cool.
So I talk to my mom every day. I usually like call her first thing in the morning when I'm going to get my coffee or whatever. And the shit she tells me of what happened to her is like I constantly am like notating it in my head
Yeah.
for stuff I can use in my skits. And then as soon as she tells me, she's like, "Oh, you little fuck, you're gonna use that in your skit." I'm like, no.
Can you give us like maybe an example of
Oh,
that?
I
Like
love
maybe
his
something that
skits.
you don't really use,
Oh, my
but like it's
God.
funny to you.
Yeah, so I actually used this in one of my shows before. So she called me up one day and she was like so distraught and she was like panning and I was like, "What's wrong?" And she was like, "I just went to the friggin' Dollar Tree and I walked in there and got my shit and I'm leaving. I'm running late for work, so I'm rushing back to my car. And would you believe it? But there's goddamn shopping carts at the Dollar Tree have the wheels that lock up if you get too far away from the store. So I'm doing 30 miles an hour and I fall face first ass up into the shopping cart and I'm spinning around like a goddamn disco ball."
Oh my god. So,
She really said that?
Yes, so that was her story. And I literally used that exact story in one of my shows, and she was like, "You little motherfucker."
Oh man, that's awesome. That is awesome. That she knows she's doing it, like giving you ideas, but she doesn't necessarily like it. But that's funny as
The
shit.
natural
man.
funniness of people is great, you know.
Yeah.
She is the most. I always called her the most unintentionally funny person ever, because she never intends to be
Yeah.
like funny. She's not like, but everything she says is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, so I did my first show in California, January of 2020. Went out there. Me and my mom went together. We did like a week out there. We turned it into like a vacation, and we went to this like really fancy winery while we were out there. And she's looking around. She was like, "I guess there's people use that Groupon they're talking about because look at the way they're friggin' dressed for a winery." And I'm like, "Mom, Jesus Christ."
She's like a walking typewriter.
That's
She is. And I was like, it's just like you give her a little bit of wine and you have like
Right.
enough material for a year.
That's so cool that she's such a big inspiration, though. Like where you get so many ideas from her. I find that really, really fascinating.
Yeah. I have like a memory like a typewriter. So like as soon as I hear something, I'm like, that's perfect. I know exactly when I'm using that.
So you just got nominated for the Metro Phillies Best Comedian?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Sure.
The voting is closed, so I don't know when they're announcing.
The
winners
voting
for
is
that.
closed?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say.
Just
vote,
ended.
go and vote.
So when I got an email saying you were nominated for Philly Metro's Best Comedian, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I wonder who like I'm being nominated against. And I checked the nominee list, and it's like Tina Fey, fucking Kevin Hart, Bob Saget.
That's a lot of big dogs there.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the
Everybody's
actual
Tina,
in
fuck?
Tina, they're all from Philly?
Yeah.
There-
Yeah.
any Philly-based comedian.
Yeah.
And I
didn't
was
know
like,
Bob Saget was.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Where the fuck's he from?
Your mom's house.
Mom, where the fuck's Bob Saget from?
I think he's from Ben Salem or
Yeah, I
something.
think
like
he's.
that.
Yeah, I've heard that Bob Saget's from around here
That's what
somewhere.
Google's for.
But that's awesome. You are just as funny as them, though. I mean,
Thanks.
I
No,
mean,
it's just
you have your own thing. I love it. So
it's just
much.
very like daunt. Like, how do I even like
Those are some
acknowledge
big
that shit?
names,
Yeah. Like, what the
yeah.
fuck do I like? See myself out, bow out gracefully.
You're making it,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Hell
If
yeah.
they do another Full House reboot, you should be on it.
You should be Michelle.
I am Michelle.
Michelle.
I'll keep the beard and everything.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Still play 3
This
years
is what
old.
happened to me.
Life was rough.
It's hard when you're a beat cup. Yeah.
In a
God.
teacup world.
Oh my god.
Oh
So
my God.
I have a question. So when going viral is something that's insane to me because it can literally happen within seconds, and
Yeah.
millions and millions and millions of people can see that one video all at the same time, and within that little bit of time, like when did you realize like holy shit, like this is like I'm fucking famous now, or like
So I think that like with the views going up, like it was really cool to see like how many people were sharing it and responding to it. So like a year before, I'll take you back. So a year before, I was Stuart from Mad TV for Halloween.
Oh, that's great.
And
That's great.
They shared it to like the Mad TV fan page, and it ended up like going like huge. They shared my picture, and the actor Michael McDonald actually commented on Twitter. He was like, "Thank you for participating in my own personal hell." I love that.
That's
so
awesome.
I was like, cool. You know, everyone gets their 15 minutes, and like it was cool. Then when Aunt Mary Pat happened, you know, I think it was like the second or third day, I got like 5 like news publications reaching out to me for like an article or something like that.
Okay.
It's like, this is a little weird, you know?
Yeah,
This is a little
it's
odd.
out of this world.
People were emailing for like just like, and even to this day, like people still like don't know that like I play Aunt Mary Pat. They think like it's a real,
That's crazy.
you know, real woman that
Person
works
that
at
lives
Acme with
their
a
life
5
like
o'clock
that.
shadow and
That's
talk
amazing.
shit, you know? But I was at Petco, and it was like a month after the first video came out, and I was there with my kid, and we're shopping, and we're putting, you know, getting our cat food or whatever, and the lady walked by, she goes, "Do you need?" "Oh my fucking God, you're Aunt Mary Pat!" And then she was like, "I'm so sorry," and like ran away. And then,
That's what I would do the exact same thing if I was working
That's
at
gotta be the
PetSmart.
coolest fucking thing ever.
so like, I mean, honestly, like, I mean, even though like I consider myself more of like a regional comedian, I've done national shows, and I've like been in like, I was in Disney World, I was in Dollywood, I was in like
Wow.
random
That's
like theme parks, and
awesome.
people were like, "Oh my fucking God, you're Aunt Mary
Yeah,
Pat."
people
Like,
love you all over the world.
it's cool.
Yeah,
Like,
They
it's
do.
cool to
Fucking
see.
awesome.
And I had like a lady from Germany email me, and she was like, "I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but I think it's the most hilarious thing in the entire world." And I was like, you know what? In that case,
That's
I made
awesome.
it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
international right
Yeah.
there. That's pretty cool.
Did you ever think about auditioning for like SNL?
Yeah. I mean, that's honestly my goal. Like, I would love to be on SNL just because
I would watch it again if you were on it.
I consider myself more of a variety, like parody, you know, actor.
I think you'd do a
kind of
great
thing.
job on there. Yeah,
I would
for
love to be
sure.
on it. I would love to.
Is
be
that
on
what
it.
you want to do as like your career or like with the rest of your life? Or like
Yeah, like, I mean, like, little background. I went to high school for acting. I went to college for film and television, and
Okay.
then left college as most kids do because money and shit like that.
Yeah.
And came back home and worked odd jobs and made stupid videos online, hoping something would happen. And then
See, people always shoot your shot.
yeah, I mean, I tell
Always.
people all the time, like, little fires everywhere. Like, you know, just keep trying everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, if it feels good, do it. Like, you never know what's going to take off. This is actually,
Yeah.
like, when I did Aunt Mary Pat, the first video, I thought it was the dumbest idea I ever had. I just wanted to make fun of my mom just because she was annoying the fuck out of me. And, like, literally, I mean, if I were to pick one thing, that would not be the
Yeah,
thing
did you
I
ever
thought would-
second guess
Yeah.
yourself and be like, oh, like, I don't know.
I do it all
I
the
do
time.
it all the time, yeah.
But honestly, like, I literally am my own worst critic. So like,
Me too.
I know if I don't hit that post button, I'll never do it. So I do
Right.
it, and I'd rather like criticize the fuck out of it later
After.
than
Yep.
you know.
And you end up getting so much good positive stuff
And
back.
people do try to put you down with that shit. Because even with us doing this podcast and like me doing those stupid vlogs I do, like people
I love your
still say to me like, "This is not something like adults do," and shit like that.
Yeah,
Well,
grow
whoever
up.
the fuck
Grow
they
up,
are,
you fucking idiot.
yeah, whoever the fuck they are, you're cut. Get the fuck out.
World.
We're having fun.
Well,
Why
what's
the
an
fuck
adult
not? You know
anyway?
what I
It
mean?
was
Yeah,
me, guys. I
exactly.
said it to him.
I always tell
Exactly.
people like the stupidest thing I ever did was grow up.
It's a trap.
You know,
Yeah.
like fuck you.
Yes,
You
sir.
go have do your shit. You know, buy
Yeah.
your house, shampoo your carpet.
Yeah.
You know,
Shampoo
do
Yeah,
your
right.
fucking, whatever.
Yeah.
Be
adults
really
do.
serious about the siding on your neighbor's house.
Yeah, like who cares?
Yep.
Life is so short. Like so many
Exactly,
people are miserable
man.
all the time. Like why?
Yeah, Trey, that's exactly what I say, and it's stupid. You know what I mean? We're all trying to have fun. We're all trying to put shit out there that's cool, and who cares if people don't like it? We're all having fun. We're all doing our thing. You know, you're out there. You're
Yeah.
doing good.
If you could make money doing what you love, that's
Stop.
that's a blessing.
I would
Yeah.
love to see you on SNL now that I think about it. Bro. You should definitely
think
go.
You could do your own show, honestly, like
Well-
on television or Netflix. Like, I was watching your documentary. Your brother was like, I could see it as a sitcom, and I'm like, I could totally see that as a sitcom.
It's relatable as
Oh,
shit.
you have a
Yeah.
documentary? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
It's called Becoming Aunt Mary Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
On
That's cool.
YouTube.
I definitely have to
Watch it now.
that.
I get 5 cents a view. Thank you.
Well, that I'm gonna
I
put.
watched it twice.
Damn, she gave you a whole dime.
I did.
While you're
Smug
down
out.
in the description, liking and subscribing, I'm gonna put a link to the video, his documentary, Becoming Aunt Mary Pat. Also, I'm gonna add in a little video of Troy's stand-up as Aunt Mary Pat, and I'm gonna add that in right now.
And saying thank you goes a long way, don't it? Now think about this. I was at the friggin' Acme, right? No, I wasn't. I lied. I was at the friggin' Wawa. Even worse. And there I go, being a good citizen, being a nice friggin' person. I get to hold the door for this piece of shit, right? Using my own friggin' strength to hold the door for this asshole. And it was during Hoagie Fest, so I was in a good friggin' mood. And she walked right on by and she don't even say shit to me. I said, I'm sorry. Pardon the frig out of me. I must be Patrick friggin' Swayze and Ghost, and you can't see my ass right now.
Oh, hey, you guys, Aunt Mary Pat here. Hope you're doing good. So, as most of you guys know, my beloved mother, Charlene Delizio, lives in a home, and I just got word that she has gone missing, and I have to try to track her down, which should not be no easy task. Last time she went on one of those benders, we found her in the basement at Harrah's Casino, and it just weren't pretty. So, pardon the frig out of me, and let me try to find my mother.
Get that seagull away from my sausage scallopine! Jesus. Oh, Christ. God damn it, where the hell is it? Too much shit in this bag. Oh, God. Hello? Oh, this friggin' thing. Hello? Who is it?
Ma, where the hell are ya?
What's it to you?
The senior center contacted me and said they were concerned we didn't show up for the social distance bingo.
I miss one lousy bingo, and everything goes to shit.
Where are you?
Don't you use that tone with your mother. I could drop dead any minute, and you'd be racked with guilt your entire life.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Alright, sorry, Ma. Now please just tell me where you are.
Tell you what?
Why didn't you go to the bingo, and where are you currently located?
And we're back.
Damn, it's been forever since I heard that.
I missed that.
Like my eardrums popped.
I don't fucking miss it.
So, yeah, dude. Did you ever look up the process of auditioning for SNL? Is it hard? Did you ever look it up before?
I honestly have no idea. I've never looked it up. I just signed with an agency this year, so knock on this desk now.
Yeah.
Hopefully things work out. Really hopeful, things will happen. I had my first movie audition this year. Haven't heard back yet. So
Oh,
hopefully,
really?
yeah,
That's exciting.
Yeah. So hopefully things, go well. I mean, honestly, this whole past year was just a fucking whirlwind. So like getting back to normal now, I'm just hopeful that we can, do things and get back to what I love. And I would love to do like voice acting. I would love to do like parodies and
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So
Well, if you ever need a production company,
Yeah.
Garage Joint Productions.
selfless plug.
God.
Just to let everybody know, even for Troy Hendrickson over here, I still made him piss outside.
I know. I was mortified. I was like, "Where is he?" I said, "Where is he?"
I pissed on the recycling can.
And the whole time I'm spraying air freshener and lighting candles, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Make it nice."
Dude, Troy, Maggie, when you first, because she was like losing her shit in here for a second.
I didn't.
And I was like, kind of not wanting to be the only one here when you came in. I wanted Maggie and Cook, because they always, when it's somebody I never met before, I seem to be the only one here
You live
when
here.
they come.
You live here.
Yeah.
We
thought
we
you
do
were-
that
I
on
know, I
purpose, Jimmy.
I said, "Oh, was that Anthony?" And then like Jimmy's like, "No, that's Troy." I'm like, "No, it's not." Oh shit!
Like, oh my God, I need to put a blanket on the couch. Let me light this candle.
That's funny.
I am the most low maintenance person in the entire world.
I love that too, because you could totally be like a snob and be like, "I've done this. I'm not gonna stay here." But like, you're so down to earth and humble, and it's awesome. Like,
Thanks.
I'm happy.
I
you're
was
like
raised
that.
right.
I'm
you know?
happy you're like that.
So Troy, I know you were featured on what, a local news channel, right?
Yeah, I was on all three of the big three actually, but recently on
Okay.
Action News.
Okay, and you were talking about what you were. I actually didn't watch the
Oh, you
interview
fuck.
yet. Sorry, I
How
was
dare
going
you.
to, but
As you can tell, he's a very prepared journalist.
yeah,
Piece of shit.
yeah,
You're no Connie Chung.
So you were talking about mental health and what your anxiety and depression during COVID,
Yeah.
which went off the rail a little bit, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say off the rail, but it was definitely out of control for me. So I had never experienced anxiety and depression prior to COVID.
Really?
That I knew of.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a therapist, so I've like been unboxing these like
That's great.
little pockets of things. Also, mental health is a normal thing. So
Totally.
if you're
Yes.
struggling or
Totally.
thinking about it, like
1000%.
definitely talk to somebody. It's normal. No, don't worry about that shit. I had my first panic attack on Thanksgiving last year, and I didn't know what it was because
They're
it
so
never happened
scary.
before.
Yeah,
And I thought I was dying because
Yeah.
it felt like I was having a heart attack and my brain was going to explode at the same time.
Yeah.
And luckily,
fucked up.
my friend was there, and I was like, "Hey, like I'm going through this." He's like, "Oh, that's a panic attack," and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah. It's like it brush. Yeah. It's
So
hard.
like I'm like finally got myself calm, but I was like it was like rough, man. And I know like so many people struggle with this shit and they keep it bottled inside, and thankfully I talked about it and got to get some good feedback, and I found out that I wasn't alone just by talking to people who had been through similar situations.
Yeah,
So
man.
I had made a video on my Facebook page because people were literally commenting saying like, where are your videos? Where are your videos? I miss your videos. I miss your videos. And I was like, I am not like in a place right now. Like I
Yeah.
don't feel like doing. I'm like I was in a depressive state. Like I was like I just wanted to be real and kind of like
Yeah,
just
you're
say
doing
we're-
what you got to do for your health.
Yeah.
And I'm like
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person where like I don't want to put something out there just to put it out there. I
Right.
wanna feel good about it. I don't want it to be forced or anything like that. So I was like, hey, like, look, this is what I'm going through. I apologize, but like, my mental health comes first. Like, I'll get back to a good place eventually. And the local news picked it up and they did a story on mental health, and I was happy to be a part of it. And it was cool to see that the pandemic and COVID, like so many people are struggling with the same things. And
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So-
And
Even
that-
before COVID, it's like, and you just opening up to that, like you're now like an inspiration to people. Like, oh, I'm not alone. Oh, I
Yup.
can. Like, oh my God, if
I
it
can't
happened to
preach that
somebody like
enough.
him, that's like, I'm not crazy. Like,
yeah, honestly, the amount of messages I received from people who were just like, hey, like I've been battling with this for 20 years and I've never told
Yeah.
anybody. Thank you so much for bringing it up. And
it's a big deal.
I just like I try to use my platform to open dialogues for different things. 'Cause if there's one thing I can do with this shit, like hopefully it's helped at least one person.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You
And
totally have.
That's
yeah.
what I was gonna say.
That's
Like,
wonderful.
I love that you were going through a triumph and a hard time with your health, and you still went up and tried to make it better for other people.
Yeah.
You used your platform in a good way, and also it was probably hard for you to go up and talk on the news. And I think that's a really cool thing, man, for sure.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
couldn't agree more. And see, like, the talking about it aspect is, you got to realize, just because someone has a different view than you or a different opinion than you, doesn't mean they're not going through the same shit. There's always a different perspective, man, and talking about it helps.
Yeah, I mean, we're all human at the end of the day. I mean,
Yep.
no matter, people are going to disagree on everything. People are going to point at something and say it's blue, and another person will say it's green. But we all shit, we all eat, we all have
Yes, we do.
mental health. We all have the same basic human needs and wants. So, like, we can all relate on that aspect at least,
Yeah,
Couldn't
for
agree
sure.
more.
For sure. Troy, can I ask you? I wanted
No.
to talk to you.
Thank you for saying that.
I wanted to talk to you about some of your favorite memories doing stand up. Like, what was your best shows in your opinion?
Oh boy. My manager owns a club in Royersford, and it's called Soul Joel's Comedy Club, and he had just opened up he had opened up in November 2019, so he's an idiot.
Talk about bad times.
Yeah, no, he's great. So they had stopped indoor in March, but he had a huge outdoor parking lot they filled in with sand and bought a giant dome. So he was the only club on the East Coast large enough to do live comedy shows. Sorry, I burped.
That's cool as hell.
And he had people there like D.L. Hughley, Andrew Dice Clay.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Fucking
like
god of
all
comedy.
these insane names out there, and Aunt Mary Pat.
Yeah, right up there with
But-
it.
Damn right.
Like literally the first show that we did outside, it was July of last year, and the excitement, like just people happy to be out and like watching a live show was like just like electrifying. Like that's definitely one of my best memories ever. My first big show I did at Harrah's Casino in 2018. There were 750 people there.
Wow.
It was insane. Like I definitely got emotional because it was like I had been doing like little like bars in Delco, like 50, 75 people, and then to go to a casino and see that many
That's
people
wild.
was insane. And then I did a show at the Roxy in LA.
That's a
And
big one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
great venue. It was a small crowd, but they were definitely like super into it. And to know that like Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin at the beginning
Yeah,
of their
that's a
careers
crazy
performed
one
there,
to
like
check
I'm like,
off.
oh my god,
Yeah.
stupid. But yeah, they're probably the best memories, and just like the like amount of like drunk white women who have me sign their tit at the end of the show is.
You see, again, you know you made it.
When you're signing a tit, you made it.
Yep. Exactly.
Whip him out, Carter. No.
Got him.
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, that's some cool. They're great accomplishments.
So
though,
you
man.
have you been out of the country yet with it?
No,
No.
not yet. So we actually have my manager Joel has a 10-day comedy retreat in Mexico
Oh, that's cool.
planned for next November.
Okay.
So we're gonna start opening up. It's like you buy into a vacation package and
Yeah.
all like the comedy. It's like a comedy fest included. So that'll be my first international show.
That's awesome.
So that'll be taking place next year.
That's pretty cool.
Nice,
That's
man.
something to look forward to.
It was supposed to be this year,
Mexico,
but
yeah, dude,
COVID.
that's
So
nice, man. Good. So what is? How long is the tour? How many shows is it?
I think we have just over 20 for this.
That's a lot.
Yeah, just over
Wow,
20.
man.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 2 months. We have like I think 8 dates in November, and then the rest in December.
How many people are
Nice,
on
man.
this tour?
It's just me.
Oh,
and
it's
then we
just
have
you,
usually
so-
an opener.
Okay.
And then we'll take it from there. Last year we did like a few guests, but we had to cancel a few shows or postpone them because of
Okay.
COVID. So
Yeah.
hopefully, like, we get good crowds. I mean, we just announced and launched the tour today, actually.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Merry Friggin' Christmas Tour 2021.
Yes.
Tickets
Everybody
on
go
sale
check that
now.
out.
They're selling really quick, so we should have a good turnout.
Huh?
Yeah, man. So Troy, what do you do besides Aunt Mary Pat and your comedy? What do you have any other hobbies? And are you like
Masturbate.
You like a mountain
That's a good
climber or anything?
No.
Like that?
That's what everybody does.
Yeah. That's a very common hobby.
I drink wine and masturbate.
Yes.
So I'm actually a big Nintendo nerd, so I play a lot of
Yay.
Nintendo Switch.
I
Yeah.
love
Oh,
it.
there you go.
I was just playing Metroid Dread before I left the house today.
How is that?
It's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Really hard, but all Metroid games are, but really good.
I'm still playing Breath of the Wild.
Oh, see, I got it day one and put 120 hours into it and
Oof.
realized I didn't even scratch like 10% of the
Yeah,
map. And I was like,
yeah.
fuck this game. Fuck you guys.
That's just how it is, man. Like I must be like almost 200 hours in.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
insane.
still fun. Like I'm
That's
still
crazy to me.
finding things.
It's amazing. It's a really good game. Huge Nintendo nerd. I'm also a Disney adult.
Yes.
I am too.
Don't spread it around, but I just got back from Disney on
don't worry, no one sees
Thursday.
this.
And I'm going back in a month, so that'll be my 5th trip this year.
See, wish I could go as much as that, but like I thought I was gonna hate it when we not hate it, but like I was like I'm gonna go into this open-minded because I know I'm an old like I didn't get to experience Disneyland until I was 22 years old.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's gonna be all right. And as soon as I walked in, I was like, this is the coolest fucking place ever.
So I went for the first time 2018, went with my entire family in June. Absolutely fucking hated it. I was like, this is
Wow.
the worst. It's hot. It's crowded.
dude,
I hate
yeah.
everything. Fuck this place.
Okay.
I went back September 2020, so right when they reopened after COVID. Went to Epcot. There was nobody there.
It's perfect.
I gleefully danced around like an
Yeah.
idiot. And
I
it was
would too.
during the Food and Wine Festival too. So I was like,
Yeah.
la 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 la. I love this place so
Yeah.
much.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
You're never gonna get that again.
Uh-uh.
Like not packed? No way.
Nope.
So like the best times to go is like January, February, September, like when kids go back to school, and that's when all
Don't
the
tell
Disney-
them that.
That's when all
No,
the
I was gonna ask him.
that's when all the Disney adults are there, and they're just fucking shit up, and it's great. Like,
That's awesome.
it was really fun.
Yeah, I really want to get down there for the Halloween thing, like for October. That
Yeah,
looks
the
cool.
booth
as
actually
shit.
is
I was
cool.
there
Yeah.
when I was a kid for the Halloween thing. That
Okay.
was a pretty cool experience.
Yeah.
But like Troy said, the last time I was in Disney was a couple years ago. I flew down. My family was there for the week, and I flew down for the weekend. So they were like, oh, my little siblings were down there. And I was like, oh, I'll take them to Disney for the one day. You know what I mean? Worst mistake I ever made in my life. It was the hottest day I think I've ever experienced in my
awful.
life. And for whatever reason, it feels like it's 10 times hotter in Disney World.
Oh, yeah, for
It's
sure.
insane. And so, and I went to the worst. I went to Hollywood Studios, which isn't like the worst one,
I haven't
but
been
there's
to that
barely
one
any
yet.
rides.
Oh,
There's
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror, which is great, and the rock and roller coaster.
Yeah.
But it was so hot, dude. I couldn't enjoy myself at all. And so I literally saw the Frozen show with Presley and Jaden like 7 times because
It was
it was
air
so
conditioning.
air conditioned in there.
Because you're in the ice rink.
Yeah. And you know how the one part of that show, like when the snow happens and they have all the cold air coming from
Yeah.
the seats.
You're like,
and all.
this is perfect.
Dude.
Yeah, see,
I was
no,
about to take a
when
nap
I
in
went,
there.
I went going like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. So the fucking I didn't feel the weather or nothing. I went in and I fucking seen everything, did everything, but I got addicted the second I walked in.
What, you
No,
went to
I've
all
never
the
been.
parks?
No, I only went to the main
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, the Magic Kingdom part.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
That's
my
it.
least favorite one.
The only one
Wow, okay.
The most fun to look at, though.
Yes, I can agree with that on the looks part.
the only one that I haven't gone to, and this is I regret it not choosing to go to Animal Kingdom when I was there. I feel like Animal Kingdom's really cool.
It's
I
fun.
would
You
like
know,
They have the
because-
world of the Avatar world, the world of Pandora,
Oh,
Oh,
do they
that's-
really?
which is like
Shit.
sick.
Oh man.
So good.
Dude, seriously, Unimportant comes to Disneyland.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Only if you take
Featuring
me.
Troy. Yeah, let's do
Oh
it.
my
Let's do it.
God.
I'll
You'll
be your
our-
tour guide.
Yes,
I would
Yep.
love the shit out of that so much.
Let's do
So
it.
I want to take a minute real quick and just remind everybody about our Seriously Important live event. It's going to take you very seriously. November 6th. We're going to have a cool lineup of guests, comedians, musicians, and we're going to be there live doing our show.
It's gonna be a fucking crazy time. It's gonna be like fucking Royal Rumble. You don't know who's gonna show up. You don't know who's gonna perform. Just come out and find out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guess what? There's it's not open bar, right? It's
It is
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
totally
it is.
open
Oh
bar.
yeah,
Open
you're
bar.
right.
That's the
It
only
is
reason
open
I'm
bar.
going.
Come back. Open bar. There you go.
Did someone say open bar?
Yeah, exactly.
And we might see Troy there himself.
Oh
We'll
my
see.
God.
We'll see if he's not
Maybe.
busy. He can come and you can come and have a drink with Aunt Mary Pat.
I would
Right.
pass out. I would love that.
Maybe.
He's gonna be busy. He's gonna be very
Don't quote me.
busy.
So Maggie, how long have you said you were watching Aunt Mary Pat for a couple years now, right?
Yeah, well, my girlfriends saw Troy at Nick's Roast Beef, and they showed me the videos on Cottman Avenue.
And that's just
years
when I was
ago.
working there.
Yeah,
So-
and
You were working.
and, no, he was all just, and they showed me the videos, and I'm like, oh my god,
I
this
was like, oh,
person's
shit.
wonderful, and I just like friended you on Facebook, followed the shit out of you, and like I was like, this is hilarious. It cheers me up every time I have a shitty day at work. I'm like, oh my god, this is perfect.
So you didn't see Aunt Mary Pat at Nick's
No,
Roast
I've
Beef.
only
So-
seen live footage from my girlfriends, and like
Okay.
I watch a lot of videos. Yeah. I'm on YouTube all the time, just watching shit. I don't even watch TV anymore.
Yeah, dude, YouTube is where it's at. With you have something on, and then it plays all the craziest shit.
No, it
getting
doesn't.
all those rabbit holes or bunny holes or whatever you
Oh
call
yeah,
Bunny
YouTube
holes.
No, I call them wormholes.
it. Wormholes. That's probably what it's
Bunny
called.
hole.
Bunny holes.
The
What
old
the fuck
bunny
are
hole.
you thinking, Jim?
Sounds like a strip club. The
Yeah,
bunny
it
hole.
does.
The bunny
That would be a
holes.
perfect name.
Oh my god. So Troy, do you have anything that you want to plug in the description?
Safe sex.
Safe sex.
That's the best plug we've had on this show ever.
You mean
and
like condoms
no
or like
one-
just not using knives and shit?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, see? Yep. I like this
yes.
guy.
Just yes.
Visit www.theauntmarypat.com for tickets to the Merry Friggin' Christmas Tour 2021. We also have our amazing short film coming up called I Know What Yous Did Down Ashore Last Summer.
Oh my god.
Our
Dude.
horror movie parody that's coming out on
I cannot wait for
That
that.
sounds
10/29.
Just from the that's amazing.
That sounds
I'm
amazing.
definitely
So,
getting
this horror film, are you the one who heavily did you do everything, or do you have people producing it?
So I am a horror movie nerd. I am like, I've any B movie I've probably seen it all.
Me
Yes.
Love it. So me and my friend David, who plays my cousin Cheyenne, came up with this idea to do this horror movie spoof about.
Is David the one? He's the one sleeping in the car.
Yes.
I wasn't gonna say that.
He's the one taking a siesta in the car
I
right now.
wasn't gonna say that.
Way to out him.
But yeah, so
What should we wake him up with?
Right?
We got to get that on camera. Do you have like shaving cream, Jimmy?
do a little Bon
Just wear
Jovi.
the panda hat.
So yeah, the movie should be good. I mean, I'm really excited for it. Lots of fake blood and
I'm excited for
90s
it. too.
horror.
That sounds
90s horror
great,
references.
dude.
Excited.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw you shared the new Scream movie on your Facebook today. That I didn't even hear about it until
didn't hear about
until
it.
today.
I've been
The new
following this
Scream
for
5,
a long
right?
time. I'm so excited. The new
And I-
Halloween comes out
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
we had
Shout out to
we
Diesel.
had our boy Diesel Ramos. He was actually one of our first guest.
Yeah.
Actually on the show, he is playing a little extra role on there where he's
Yeah.
one of the sheriff deputies.
Oh, nice.
No,
We're not allowed to talk about some of that stuff.
Yeah, he talked about that on the show.
Did he?
Yeah.
You sure he didn't?
Yeah,
You
dude.
sure he talked about it on the show and not just
This
like
guy.
after the show?
Oh my God, our publicists
Right?
coming after me now.
Right?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Y'all getting sued.
I'm sure.
Right? That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm sure Hollywood's watching right now.
Oh man.
He's actually also starring in my new short film, I Know What Yous Did Down Ashore Last Summer.
Right?
I'm getting attacked by Troy's publicists, Diesel's publicists.
I never saw Carter act like that. He's like, "Yip, yip, yip, yip." I was like, what the fuck's going
Michael
on over
Myers
there?
is going to be coming for you, Jim. What are you talking about?
Oh man. But
Yeah, he is in the movie though.
Yes.
Yeah, he is in the movie.
That was the point of
Confirmed.
his story.
And he does play a sheriff's deputy.
Yeah.
And I guess that's
Or
all.
does he?
I guess that's all I'm allowed to talk about.
Yeah.
Whatever
That's as
that
far
means.
as we can go.
I'm stoked to see your movie, Troy.
Yeah, so am I, Troy.
Thank you.
That sounds
I'm
like
getting
a really.
tickets to see your tour too. I am.
Come on in.
I am.
Yeah, we all should be there. We should all.
We should. I would
the
love
seriously
that.
unimportant
Come the
crew,
rivers
yeah.
Philadelphia.
I would love that.
We only buy green room tickets though, by the way.
Oh, I mean, they have a really nice green room. There's a shower.
Is it better than
No
ours?
way.
They have a shower.
All right, there you go. There's another cool question.
We have a hose.
Yeah, right.
No, we don't.
We don't have a hose?
No.
No,
The
Bro.
fuck?
we
bro?
really don't.
Hence the hole in the wall. That's
Yeah,
where the
right.
hose was.
Oh man.
R.I.P.
We got a washer and dryer.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, we have
So-
vodka and cookies
That's the most important.
and a
thing.
microwave.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
A microwave too.
Yeah.
Oh, better than Rivers.
You can bring your own hot pockets. if you want.
Oh, you got to bring your own.
BYOHP.
Yeah.
Who the hell signed me up for this chicken shit gig?
It was me harassing you on Instagram.
I'm sorry.
That's what it was.
God.
What was your question, Ant? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna ask, like, out of all of the places you've been, because it seems like you've been everywhere. But do you have any like, that's my spot, or like, I really like playing in bumfuck Kentucky for some reason, or like any
I
like.
do love bumfuck Kentucky. That was
Yeah.
really good. I mean, I'm pretty easy breezy. Like, I don't really have like one where I'm like, oh, I like that's my go-to. But the Ardmore Music Hall in Ardmore, PA was really, really fun. Really good accommodations. Like, the sound's great. Like, I mean, as a performer, like when you can hear yourself like perfectly, like there's nothing better in the entire world. So like Ardmore was great. Rivers Casino was really good. I'll be at the Milton Theater in Delaware, which is really nice as well. And then I'm doing the historic classic Showboat in Atlantic City
Oh,
this
dope.
December.
man.
Shout out to the Showboat. I
That's
love
dope.
that
Fucking
hotel.
Showboat.
I fucking love. That's where we. I was just at the weed convention that was there. That
Hell
fucking
yeah.
place is awesome.
That is a cool. Those are some cool gigs you got
Yeah,
coming up, man.
I agree.
I'm so happy you came here.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having
so
me.
much.
Of course. Oh, and thank you for my beautiful crystal ball flower.
Oh, thank you.
Honestly,
Yeah,
like
that is cool as shit. What the
I
fuck?
thought
do.
you'd like it. I was hoping you'd like it. I'm like, I hope he doesn't think
I
it's
mean,
dumb.
check this out.
That is cool as shit.
He loves like rainbow
Very cool.
stuff
Fucking
and
awesome.
all the flowers at the Acme sucked. So
At the
I mean, the fact that you got it in a crystal ball, like no less, is
I do like
You should tell her
gypsy shit on
future.
here too.
Yeah, she
So
is
they
a
make fun
gypsy.
of me like being a witch, and then
Did
I
you
get your
curse
crystal
it?
ball. I didn't.
I love it.
Thank you so much, Troy Hendrickson,
Yes.
for being on the show. And good night.
Good
My
night.
pleasure. Thank you guys.
Peace.
Murder.